my whole clothing brand experience started in 2017. Yeah, and like I never wanted to start a clothing brand. Have fun,
Chairman. Welcome to Tophil's house. It's lovely to have you. Do you mind introducing yourself to those who don't already know you?
Nobody doesn't know me.
I like that.
Everybody knows me.
Okay. It goes by the name Jerry. At least tell people your name and that.
Alright, so I'm Jerry, creative director of Phoenix, all those kind of stuff. Probably seen some of my videos around, I don't know, spreading positivity to creatives, building the biggest creative community in the world, you know, all this kind of stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I'm a human being, I'm black.
No shit, Sherlock!
I'm 6'5".
It's okay. You should do your Tinder profile.
I'm single but not searching. I'm locked in. See. Locked in.
Hey, show them. Oh God. Well, there you have it. He has already explained himself and introduced himself. I don't think there's anything I'll add to it. I think he didn't even add like, if I was to add, I'll add his nationality, his surname, and yes. But this is a very interesting one. Since you really introduced yourself, creative director of Phoenix. Yeah. So the question says like, apart from like your creative side, like how would you describe like who Jerry is? For those who don't know,
there's no other side. There's no other side. See, I'm telling you, like, if you want to be the best at something or you want to make a difference in something, you have to obsess over it. And like, there's literally no other side. I'll say the only other side I'll say is God, like, because God is number one and everything. But then like, there's no other side apart from the fact that okay, I studied engineering in school, but like being being a creative is like all I know right now. So like expressing my creativity in whatever sense I can, if it's through my brand, if it's through helping my friends with creative projects, if it's through my video series. But like all I know right now is the grind. There's literally no other side of me.
24/7 creative. 24/7. That's mad. I think it's a good dynamic though, to have something fully take over you, or have multiple things take over you. That sounds like witchcraft. But like, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, it says okay. I remember. It says, since we are speaking about like creative influences and whatnot, piggybacking off what you said about like creative director of Phoenix. What made you like be like, okay, I want to start a clothing brand and I want to start Phoenix and call it Phoenix? And how long have you been like evolving?
So I'll say like my whole clothing brand experience started in 2017. Yeah, and like I never wanted to start a clothing brand, but by doing the clothing brand, it made me fall in love with having a clothing brand and actually the design process. I've always been a creative person since birth, basically.
Since birth?
Yeah. Since birth, bro.
Since they born you?
Since they born me.
Oh yeah, no.
I've always been someone that finds a way to express my creativity. Even like growing up, I made like inventions of like cars and like robots and like all those shit, even without like checking on YouTube, by just taking apart some stuff and like, you know, I also had some side projects, my dad and my brother. My dad was an engineer, he just retired actually. So, what I'll say, yeah. So I didn't really want to start a clothing brand, but I started in 2017 because a friend came up to me. He was like, I think, bro, you're creative and I like fashion. And all the crazy shit that his name was Kanye. So it's Kanye. But yeah, so it was like, and we started the brand. That was 2017. Like after much persuasion and tried to convince me, I started the brand. But then like it became just me after graduation of secondary school. At that point it was SS2. It came to me. So SS3 we had our first like drop and all that. So after school he wasn't that serious with the brand, so like I dropped him and continued, you know. So like at that point it was just like, one thing about me is like being persistent in whatever I'm doing. Like once I start something I don't want to stop, like unless like there's a valid reason. I don't want to say, oh, I want to stop because I don't feel like doing it anymore. I don't feel like doing it anymore is a valid reason, but it's not really a valid reason to me. I don't know. But like at that point, I was kind of gaining traction in Nigeria and getting like a couple of celebrities went, so like I was kind of making money. I was already even making money than my teachers already, so like I didn't want to stop. But then like I got as I continue doing it, like if you're in that space, you tend to like look up more brands in that space and like just follow that scene. And like the more I research into the scene, the more I like fell in love with it. And I was always a creative, and it just became the main source of me expressing my creativity. So I basically just fell in love with it, and I never wanted to stop.
That makes sense. Like what you're kind of describing is like a child. Yeah. So like you're the parent and you've watched it grow so big. It's time for it to go to college.
I cannot afford the school fees, bro. Please choose one degree like art or something, or engineering.
So something quick.
Something cheap. I was like, and almost get inside at that point. So like even at that point I'd never seen like I haven't even still seen my graphic designer face to face up to date. And it has been like 6-7 years of him doing stuff for me. I hadn't even like seen the guy that was producing my clothes. I basically even stole his number off like someone's phone, because at that point like some people were like starting brands in my school, and it was like, the same way there's the trend of everybody starting brands right now, like that trend was in my school at that point. And I couldn't find a manufacturer. I tried to find one with my mom one time, but like we didn't really have any source, so I just stole someone's manufacturer of their phone. And that's like one of my tightest guys up to date. That was one of the guys that said, oh, stop putting like a fucking just put like Phoenix at the corner of the t-shirt. Add more graphics or do this, and introduce me to the graphic designer I'm using till date. So but yeah, seeing my stuff on celebrities was cool, because like, bruh, I'm in my house. Sometimes I don't even see the stuff that get manufactured apart from the pictures. I just manufacture it. I've never even been to my own shoots. Like I just send my stuff to like models and like tell a friend and like pay for their transport and like, yo, please help me shoot this.
You're really getting
I'm telling you. And at that point it was like someone had an iPhone 8 Plus, and back in 2018 that was like, that was a crazy phone.
Yeah, so at this point of the interview, we got bored of asking Jerry about his life and decided to ask him some hypothetical questions that the world has been wondering about.
This is why I believe that time travel and like teleportation is possible.
Possible.
So like, let me break it down to you. Before like flight and before we had the bulb, right? Yeah. All these things were like, it's not possible. It's not possible for like human beings to do it. But I believe that as human beings, if you obsess about one thing and are like, oh, I want to do this thing, I want to do this thing, how can I do this thing? How can I do this thing? Study about it, try to like reverse engineer like your thoughts and stuff like that. You'll be able to reach it. So when Andrew was asking about, how do I come up with some of my pieces, it was a goal. I want to make a unique feature on this, and you think about it. So when you're programming yourself to think about one specific thing, you probably achieve it. That's how human beings are. Many people that are like, oh, it's not possible to make $1 million, and I'm like, bruh, do you understand that to make $1 million you have to sell, like, let's say, let me get my math right. So what's it?
Don't worry, this is no mathematics class.
So you have to sell 10,000 units of like $100 item, right? Yeah, or 1,000 units of a $1,000 item, right? That's 1,000 units of a $1,000 item.
I'm never argue with you. My math is not that good. Actually, my math is good, but not on sport math. So
His math is not good, don't worry.
Yeah, I'm correct. So 1% of your traffic for e-commerce usually converts. Like it can be better, like if your store is better. So now let me go back. So we're saying 14 items per day for 2 years. What you have to understand is that your product has to be simple enough for any common person to buy it. Once you niche down your product here, you're reducing the number of people that can buy it. Now there are different methods to bring those traffic.
So you know, people actually pay cost for what they are saying.
Quick question. So obviously you've watched the movie Cars, right? Okay, you know the character.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a very, let me say, I feel like this is a very important question, which really speaks to, your brand and everything. So the question I have is, like Nimakun, does he have life insurance or car insurance?
What the fuck?
Both.
How do you mean both?
Because so car insurance will cover like.
But it's a car though.
It's a car. Wait. It's a car, right? Car insurance will cover the damages in the car and all this kind of stuff, right? Yeah. But life insurance will cover when he passes away and his family. What would they have to live on?
Yeah, but if you think about it though, it's like car insurance covers the car, but then again he's a car. So in this case, even though they are a car, they are kind of like, let me say, quote unquote, a human being in this world.
So then it's health insurance and life insurance.
Health insurance and life insurance.
Yes.
But that's it. But if it's health insurance, isn't that for like more like? That's a very good question.
Yeah.
That's the answer.
That's the answer. Health insurance.
Health insurance.
Because then like if you take him as a car, like doing races, then it's just be like a footballer playing games. When they get injured, it's the health insurance that covers it, right?
I was even want to say, I think this is even a easy question. Do you watch cartoons?
Yeah, dude. Why don't you watch cartoons?
You don't hear him say you watch anime.
Are you
crazy? Are you trying to say anime is cartoon?
Yeah.
If you think about,
Are you stupid?
Don't say that outside.
Hey, please.
I mean,
Chop rice, leave it.